Today's mini lesson is on the numbers 31 and higher in Spanish. To get us situated for this today, we need to review the numbers 1 through 30, and we're going to see a very easy pattern starting to emerge once we get out of the 30s. So we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we see the compound numbers of 16, 17, 18, 19. And what we've done is taken the word 10, 10, we've dropped the Z and added a C, put the word and with the letter I, 16, 17, 10 and 7, 18, 19, 20. And it should sound like a B like in the word boy, 20. And then we remember 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Today we're going to start looking at the numbers 31 to 99 to start with. If you look at the top, we can see the number 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, and 90, 90. And what we're hopefully noticing about these is that the pattern is really simple. We're going to take and use the word 30, and then we're going to add the word and then all the way up to the number 9. So 31, 32, 33. You can see the same pattern emerging for 40. While 30 sounds like 3, 40 sounds like 4. So 3, 30, 4, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44. 5, we have 5, 50, 50. 51, 52, 53, 54. 6, 6 with the S, 60, 60. We can see it all through the pattern, 61, 62, 63, 64, 70, 71, 72. While 60 and 70 are exactly the same spelling, except for while we have an S for seis, because seis is S-E-I-S, seis with an S, siete has a T in it for 7, 70, 70. 81, 82, 90. And so the pattern is very, very simple. You know your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. You're going to add the word and then 1, 2, 3 all the way through 9. So 75, 75, 32, 32, 54, 54, 98, 98. A little bit of practice. So if we look at these, it says we have the word, we have our and then we have our 1 through 9 digit number. So 62, 62. 49, 49. 88, 88. And notice these words do not combine. We do not have a contraction occur with any of the numbers past 29. So we're going to see 60 and 2, 40 and 9, 34, 34, 92, 92, 67, 67, 55, 55, 44, 44, 76, 76. Your turn. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do these quick calculations. Remember that when we're adding, addition is going to be the word más. When we're subtracting, we're going to use the word menos. And when we're talking about equals, we're going to say son. So an example would be something like 30 más 8 son 38. Pause the video and see what you can do. Great job. Hopefully you came up with these answers. 38. 30 más 8 son 38. 50 menos 3 son 52. 96 menos 20 son 76. 65 más 6 son 71. 74 menos 3 son 71. 70 menos 10 son 60. Remember the T from siete, while we have an S from 6, S, 6. 42 más 12 son 54. 89 más 4 son 93. 48 más 22 son 70. So we can go beyond 99 then and go into the hundreds all the way to 8 million. The only complicated pattern is, if we skip out of the hundreds for a moment and look at the thousands, we have the word mil, like the root we would find for millimeter, or millipede, or millennium, all of the thousand base that we use in English that come from Latin, mil. And so we have 1,000. Just notice that we don't say the word un mil. It's just simply the word mil. And then we go through and simply add 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So it's a very simple pattern. Mil, 1,000, no un. 2,000, no contraction, just 2,000. You get into the millions, we have un millón, and then for every form beyond that, it goes into the millones. 2 millones, 3 millones, 4 millones, 5 millones. Very simple pattern. Mil, 1,000, millón, million. So we can go up to 9 million, 9 millones. The hundreds, they're only a little bit more complicated because for all the odd numbers, they're going to be odd. And what I mean by that is that they're weird. They don't follow the pattern we would hope. Like, for example, we don't say un ciento. The word cien on its own is 100, 100, like you see here. 101 is what it changes to as soon as it becomes 101. And we're going to use that same form of ciento all the way through the pattern 102, 103, 104. Are you noticing I'm not using the word E in between? The and only shows up in the numbers 99 and less. So it's 101, not 101. 200, it's normal. 300, that one's also a normal pattern. But from here on, all the rest will find the odds will be odd. 400, 400. But rather than 500, look what happens. 500. So it looks like 15, which is that 5 root, 500, 500 does not exist. 600, easy, 600. 700, though, is not 700. We see that same sete form that we saw in the word 70, 700. 800, 800, 900. Instead of 900, it becomes 900. Just like 90 was 90, even though 9 is normally 9, when it's not stressed in that normal form, it becomes 900. So again, the odd numbers are odd, they're weird when we're talking about the hundreds. Okay, so some practice. We see 380, 389. 389, 389. 452, 452. 10,000, 10,000. 500, 500. 62, 62. 10,562. 981, 981. 13,000, 13,000. 600, 635. 13,635. 22,000, 22,000. 700, 794. 94, 22,794. Your turn for some practice. Go and pause the video, see if you can come up with the right equation. Again, remember, más for more, adding, menos for subtraction, and son. Take your time, go through each of these, try to say them out. I'll do the first with you. 300 más 82 son 382. Go and pause the video now. Great job. Hopefully you came up with these answers. So, 300 más 82 son 382. 555 menos 35 son 520. 967 menos 200 son 767. 650 más 60 son 710. 749 menos 39 son 710. menos 1000 son 6000. 424 más 120 son 544. 892 más 8 son 900. 4885 más 785 son 4100. Excelente. Esto es todo. That's it for today. Mucha buena suerte y adiós.